Moving over to college sports, the NAU women's soccer team is taking the field again after a year away from the game. As they are getting back into conference play, sports reporter Hannah Ware was able to catch up with this team to find out more on their season.
NAU women's soccer kicked off their season February 7th, and coach Kylie Liu says outside back Abby Donathan is noted as a key player for these Lumberjacks.
She works extremely hard, and she came in with some intention to come in and make a bit of a difference. And she does that day in and day out. And so that's where Abby is key, is she's consistent in that.
Abby joined the women's team without redshirting as a freshman. This goes to show that she is nothing less of a hard worker.
Abby's dedication, I think she shows up to training and she gets her job done, and she has a little bit of personality to her that she's bringing out. And I just think her intention to come in and do the right things and do a good job, even when she's facing a little bit of adversity, is pretty impressive.
In their first game against Grand Canyon University, Abby set the tone for the rest of the season as she made the first goal. This is a moment she will never forget.
It was really exciting because we were all very eager to play and really excited that game to play. So being the first one to kind of kickstart that and keep the energy high was really exciting.
She may be at the top of her game now, but it wasn't always glamorous since being thrown into a new environment her first year.
My freshman year was a bit challenging because NAU's playing style was different from the playing style that I played at club, but I kind of adjusted and like this playing style better.
With the desire to do her best, she adapted to the higher level playing field. Coach Kylie mentions that she puts in the hard work both the coaches and team expect from her.
Abby's dedication, I think she shows up to training and she gets her job done, and she has a little bit of personality to her that she's bringing out. And I just think her intention to come in and do the right things and do a good job, even when she's facing a little bit of adversity, is pretty impressive.
COVID-19 restrictions haven't been easy for this team, but Abby took it as an opportunity for her and her team to build on their skills and dedication to the game.
I think I try to set a higher standard for my teammates, and I do that by always competing and always trying to raise the level of play, even in practice.
She goes above and beyond to raise the competition between the teammates in order to build the hype for the season.
If it's not good enough, or if we're not competing enough, like making sure that I'm hyping people up and getting them to try to get to the level that I want to play at and that the rest of the team wants to play at.
Well, Kristen, a year is a long time to not see the field, especially a year and a half since a conference game. However, as they prepared for their new season, they took the U of A and GCU games as an opportunity to really get used to playing their opponents as their first conference play was coming up. With just 3 games into the season, they stand 2-1 overall and 1-0 in conference. Their upcoming game is against the Southern Utah University, a team that has had a tied game of 1-1, a win against Benedict University, and stands 0-0 in conference. The Thunderbirds do not have much to prove their ability right now, but their most recent game was a historic moment. They went for 13 shots and made 6 goals in total. They haven't notched this many goals in a decade. This game should be an interesting one to say the least, but the Thunderbirds need to be prepared as they face off against the Lumberjacks' key players, including junior Madison Montgomery and senior Kayla Tarun, with 1 goal and 2 shots each. The question moving forward is, will not seeing the field make them lose their groove, or is the time off to get more practice going to benefit these Lumberjacks?
Well, thank you, Hannah, for that inside look into the Lumberjacks season. The NAU cross country team has taken home their 4th title in just 5 seasons this week at the NCAA Nationals in Stillwater, Oklahoma on Monday. Hannah, what did it look like for this team?
Well, Kristen, there's no surprise there. This group of athletes is a force to be reckoned with. For the men, they have now won 4 championships in 5 years. Some of these athletes have been training together all 4 years of college and got to end their season on a high note. An athlete to keep an eye out for is freshman Nico Young. As the group of 4 men were at their home stretch, Nico secures first place as he crosses the finish line first. As for the women, they were placed 11th overall, which is a huge improvement from their last season where they stood in 14th place.
Well, congratulations to the NAU cross country team once again on their national title. Coming up, Chad Piper will give us a look at what's coming up this weekend in Northern Arizona sports. Stick with us.